Okay, last thing, because I know we gotta go. How crazy is it that we don't live in a war-torn country? No, 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 for real. No, like I don't. No, no, no. Like I say, like yeah, obviously. No, no, no. But like it hit me. Like
Hmm.
I was because I was watching Boruto, and they visited a different land, and they're like, in our land, war has taken over, and like people have like been hurt, whatever. And I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Like we're in Canada. I'm literally just like eating a pizza right now, watching Naruto or like Boruto, and I'm like, oh, this is like a privilege
Hmm.
to me, but like, no, no, people in like Gaza right now are really struggling, you know,
Hmm.
or Gaza, is it Gaza? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah.
but you know what I mean? But like, it's like, bro, they're like, there's a bomb going off right now beside them, like
Hmm.
that is wild. And that's such a privilege we don't even think about.
Yeah,
It's a very
it's
basic
true.
privilege, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Like we're not getting the whole picture, right?
No,
Right.
dude, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
Like, okay, so like like we just came back from Mexico. You go to India, and like I go to the Philippines. We're like, oh, dude, third world countries. You got to like understand that like different, you know. And then you take it a step further. It's
Yeah.
like,
There's even yeah.
right, bro. I'm talking about the DI two-eyed seeing thing, and it's like, oh yeah, this is crazy that people don't see it like that. It's like, do you guys get to have meetings? Oh, you guys get salaries? Oh, a bomb's going off. My child just died. You're
Hmm.
like, ooh, damn. You know what I mean? But for real though,
Yeah, yeah,
that's wild.
yeah.
And that's still happening in 2024. And you're like, what are we doing out here?
Hmm.
Or even like North Korea, like what I've heard about that place. Like, dude,
Yeah.
we don't think about it.
No, no, no. Of course. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing.
Like,
Hmm.
but like we
We
don't think
don't think
about
about it.
it.
No, no,
No,
no, no,
no, no, no. Like that's
no. We don't.
crazy. Like that's no, that's actually insane. We're like out here trying to create these like marketing initiatives. Like, how do I sell more Cybertrucks? How do I get more people in this program? It's like, no, people are dying.
Hmm.
Like, imagine if like you're holding your loved one in your hand because a bomb blew off.
Hmm.
But like, what? And then I see these protesters because like where we live, and then like they're all Iranian. I think yeah, they're Iranian. I don't know what's going on there though, but like they're protesting about something, and I'm like, I'm sure it's tough. Like that's like to compel you. It was probably like the Vietnam War. Remember, like people were like protesting against the Vietnam War, like,
Hmm.
oh, stop the violence, whatever. We don't want to be conscripted. Like, imagine living that time. You just see like bodies coming back, and you're like, oh, dude, I don't want to go to that.
Yeah.
But like, how do we let that continue in 2024? You know what
Hmm.
I mean? Crazy. Hopefully the aliens will just give us like or like the reverse engineered craft so we can like have infinite energy and then people will just chill out, because yeah. Did you see did I send it to you the China drones? And it was
Oh,
like a
yeah, yeah. I
fleet of
think I saw.
oh dude, that's crazy too. You're like, what if all of those drones had bombs,
I
bro?
mean, the thing is, right? These things are still happening because we still spend money on war, like making weapons. Like when we keep spending money on those things, like even with the Ukraine thing, right? Whatever America's sending them are things that were going to be expiring, like the missiles
Oh
that were going to
wow.
be expiring. So it's like, oh, okay, we'll give it to you. Well,
Oh my God. Yeah, no, no, like
right,
yeah.
or else we have to spend money on disposing them, right?
Yeah, 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 totally, totally. Dude, so this is like having this revelation is like freaky now because you're like, we are caring about the dumbest things, man.
Hmm.
And like, oh, speaking of the missile, the Putin when he's like, oh, don't have an American missile hit our thing, and then um, I guess like a U.S. missile hit Russia, and now he's like, oh, now it's like, oh, are we gonna have like a bomb, like a nuclear holocaust kind of thing? I'm like, dude, this is crazy too.
Hmm.
Because like if that happened worldwide, then we'd all know the plight of war, and we'd be like, dude, we gotta stop war.
Yeah.
It's you know what it is? It's like World War One and Two, and then they were like, dude, this is crazy. We need to stop world
Hmm.
wars.
Hmm.
And then like, but then you said like the money, so the military industrial complex. what is funding the secret UAP issue, the military industrial complex, bro? Like, just give us the free energy. Like, what are we doing out here, bro?
Hmm.
Why is there like human trafficking? Why is there like drug trafficking? Why
Right.
is there
Well, I
like,
mean, yeah, I know, I get
bro,
all, I understand what you're saying. I get all that, but like, also we spend money on those things because we also don't trust each other to do the right thing,
that, dude,
right?
that is crazy.
Right? Like,
That's the
why?
thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, like giving those missiles to Ukraine, but Ukraine wasn't the one that started that war, right? It was somebody else. So it's like
Bro,
we can't. Who do we trust? Who can we trust? So we generate countries, and then we don't trust each other, and we create weapons. To
that's
that's
why we need the two-eyed seeing, bro. Because they don't even get it. Actually, no, that cracked the code actually. Because like, why do we need this two-eyed seeing? Like, doesn't it make sense? Like, you and I get it. We'd be like, oh, we need to decommission this stuff. It's getting too out of hand. Like, I think the regular person is like, this is crazy.
hmm
But then like the old school mentality is like, you need some two-eyed seeing training,
hmm
you know? So maybe that's it. Like, as they die, like even Elon, was it Elon Musk who's like, death is necessary because you need to get rid of the old ways of thinking?
That's Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Okay, genius. Love that guy. So like when they die off and then we take office, it's like you have all these people being like, "Bro, they're just people too. They're just people. What are we
Hmm.
doing?" Like I actually don't even understand unless it's like a money game. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. It's like, oh, I want to keep the rich rich and the poor poor. Totally makes sense. I get that. But if it's based off of like I can't trust you, it's like, well, that's kind of dumb. Like, or maybe that just goes back to the rich, rich, poor, poor. But then it's like, why are we thinking that way?
Hmm.
It's like greed, selfishness. It's like this, like these, the seven deadly sin demons have taken over Earth. And then like there are certain people that are seeing it and trying to like fight back against it.
Hmm.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because like, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but these are like the oldest things that religious books have talked about, and we're still doing the same thing from
Bro,
2,000,
why?
5,000 years ago.
But it's like, bro, why?
Hmm.
Like, no, you know why? People just need to make good decisions. Because I think when you make a small bad decision, that compounds and then your life sucks and then you really want a way out of it. And then the only way out is lie, cheat, and steal.
Hmm.
Right? Like if you are in a situation where you're so desperate, like Maslow's hierarchy, if you're like trying to fill the base of the pyramid, you're gonna do anything to climb the ladder of like self-actualization. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I can't fault them.
Hmm.
It's like the Mexican dude who like swapped out our 20 for $1. You're like,
Right.
I get it, you know.
Yeah.
But if we had free infinite energy, this wouldn't be a problem because then you're just like, who needs gas cars? We just have robots like helping the world. Okay, with this last 4 minutes, what could okay, it's a toss up. We're just gonna throw it out there. We're gonna make our guess. Is Elon Musk Lex Luthor or Tony Stark? Because I'm like, as I see it, it's like it could go one of two ways, bro. Like, if you have all the robots and the infinite energy, we could fix the Earth, but you could also enslave Earth. So it's like really up to that dude.
True. Yeah. Yeah. He's the richest
It's
person.
working.
Right.
It's working with the freaking Cybertruck, bro. Like, come
Hmm.
on, everything you're saying is working. So it's like, are you Lex Luthor or are you Tony Stark? Your guess.
Hmm.
Tough, right? Because you know he's with Trump now and he's in
Yeah.
office, and you're like, oh my god, bro.
But he's also human, though, right?
True.
we are. We make up both those characters in that sense.
I know. I was thinking that too. I'm like, what if he thinks he's Tony Stark, but we're seeing him as Lex Luthor?
Right.
You know what I mean like every villain,
Yeah, like if
like
he's been
Thanos.
convinced based on whatever he's seeing, but if it's his own algorithm that he's seeing these things, he's being
Yeah,
controlled by the algorithm, right?
yeah. And like if you look at the Thanos story, remember we saw Endgame. We're like, actually, I kind of agree with Thanos,
Hmm.
dude. My favorite character in Naruto is Madara.
Right.
And
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, he's the main villain. It's like, no, no, guys. He understood that we would always be fighting. So he needs to put us in a genjutsu, like a mind spell,
Mm-hmm,
where
mm-hmm.
we have everything we want. Like when you go into those dreams, you have everything you want.
Right.
It's like, why wouldn't you? But then Naruto's like, that's not real. We can't trust things that's not real. It's like, but you are faulty as a human. So like,
Mm-hmm.
he's just trying to like give us what we all want, but you're painting him out to be the villain. So
But
maybe
this
he is Lex Luthor,
right, right. But this is the
but like,
fight between the yin and the yang, right? Which one is the both are
right.
both are both exist in this world, right?
Yeah. Facts. Facts.